actually the MC at the Fox, and my God, when we walked into the theater, it has a peculiar odor, and I'd never been in a kitten theater before, and it is something to be experienced.
They did clean up quite a bit for the criminal cinema, didn't they?
They gave it the Boy Scout effort.
And you were in there before the criminal cinema was in there, right? Was it before then? Like you actually just walked right in there?
We walked right in there, and Dimitri Otis actually, it was his idea. He got the folks at the Fox Theatre interested in the return to porno chic, and
one of the segments in For True Fans Only, which will be at the Sugar Refinery, is from that event.
December 23rd.
And that is your video documentation of Gerry-Jenn's life you've been doing for the past 6 years. You got 6 hours.
JP5 from only really
6 hours. It sounds like something Robert Dayton would do.
No two shows are alike. For True Fans Only.
Yeah, actually at the end, Rob pissed in the cup, right?
Yeah, he did. Actually, it was Billy Hopeless that pissed in the cup. He was like hoping that I would drink it, but Robert Dayton came on stage, and he ended up drinking the urine and losing his teeth on my 50s microphone. And the night before he had to do his graduation, I guess he was he had to do his speech for his graduation, and he had to do it toothless because he lost his front teeth on the microphone at that show.
What show was that?
That was at 1010 Seymour. It was a booze can, actually right across from the Penthouse, surprisingly enough. Downtown Central, it's called.
Was that like the July 4th toilet 24-hour marathon?
He just happened to make a guest appearance with JP5 that night, but
because he has pissed in the cup before. Rob pissed in the cup.
Oh, and maybe he got inspired from that experience.
Because remember July 4th did like a 24-hour music.
Yes, I remember that, and I was only there for a few hours. I don't sit there the whole
the July toilet. Let's hear some music.
Well, actually, before we just got quite into that, I just wanted to finish quickly here, Peter, about the North Burnaby in there, Gerry-Jenn.
The NBI, we actually have to say that the Malcolm Lowry room was shut down the night that we played with Keychain Toker, a crazy psychedelic pot-smoking band from Burnaby that turned into Blammo. And we ended up setting off the fire alarms with our pyro. And I guess the owners of the NBI didn't like it very much. All of the dancers on the other side of the nightclub ended up getting an unexpected shower with the fire extinguisher. You can guess. And actually, they handed out a bunch of pot cookies before we went on stage, and Ham, of the legendary Slow, who played in JP5 as well. And Can Ham, who's now playing in Canned Ham, not to mention Jungle, ended up eating about 5 of these cookies, not realizing they were pot cookies. So he ended up doing a reggae set while we were doing a punk rock set. It was quite a chaotic experience that ended up shutting down the Malcolm Lowry room in the end.
The band Blammo looked wild. I've seen photos on the net of them. What was the deal on that?
Well, Blammo, I think they're the next best thing to Gore if you're into that kind of thing. Val, I guess he does special effects in the film industry, so Blammo's not for the faint of queasy, faint of heart. I guess Val is now playing in a band called Zimmer's Hole. Yes.
Oh, he's in Zimmer's Hole.
Metal band, and he has also been known to play shows with Devin Townsend as well.
Strapping young
lad.
So you talked a bit about the Penthouse. We had those Penthouse memories. We had a bit about the Cobalt there.
Memories.
North Burnaby Inn.
Yes.
At the Fox Theatre, which is still going. That's still going. But other places have shut down. The Lunatic Fringe.
Lunatic Fringe.
Any memories from the Lunatic Fringe? Gerry-Jenn of the JP5.
Geez, well, I remember when Dee Ramone was supposed to play at the Lunatic Fringe, and he never actually made it there. I was like, tried to avoid the Lunatic Fringe, but it's really weird. We actually played a show there, and they still have our poster up in there. You know how they have the display board, because it used to be a strip bar. Well, it still is strip bar. Now it's called the Paradise nightclub, where I guess you can experience women mud wrestling and jello wrestling, and
much like a JP5 show.
Much like a JP5 show. And they also have amateur nights, so you can bring your favorite lassie down to the Paradise, and they can I guess, be a burlesque dancer for a night. But it's weird that they still kept our poster up there, so people are constantly calling me up saying, are you playing at the Paradise? And it's like, no, that was there since
No, you're playing at CITR.
Yeah, we're live at CITR.
And it was the Niagara, too.
And the Niagara, yeah, geez.
What was the memory of the Niagara?
The memories of the Niagara. Well, we did a great, fabulous benefit for Satan, a.k.a. Brian Salmi. He was running for mayor of Vancouver. He managed to find a loophole in the system, and he was actually promoting the Niagara at the time, and he actually offered free beer for anyone that would come down to the Niagara and nominate him for mayor of Vancouver and vote for him. So needless to say, it was a sold-out crowd, and JP5 played the show that night, and it was quite a memorable show. My friend Louis set himself on fire and was dressed up like Jesus Christ and beaten with a rubber mallet for $1 per whack. And it just ended up that Brian Salmi, actually, speaking of the devil, Saint, a.k.a. Satan, just got arrested. For being his crazy, outrageous self. I guess he was at a political event and dressed up inappropriately, and they didn't follow the dress code, and they threw him in the Hoot Scout.
So like, all these places are closed. The Penthouse is still here.
There's a lot of clubs.
There's clubs.
I guess we have the Balmoral to look for. Yeah, it's opening up soon.
Well, Gerry-Jenn, just quickly, what about Club Soda, Starfish, Cruel Elephant?
Oh, wow.
What memories do you have of those places?
Cruel Elephant was pretty exciting. That's oh gosh, like, God, Green Day played there, Nirvana played.
Because that's when you first met.
I was like playing with the cane toads, and that was like a reincarnation of
I didn't realize that you moved here with Beef Naked.
Beef Naked, yeah, we were roommates when we first moved. Yeah, we were like Winnipeg girls with a suitcase and a rock and roll dream.
You went to Neil Young's high school?
Yeah, I went to Neil Young's high school. I don't know if Biff graduated.
Was that
Kelvin High.
Kelvin High?
Yeah.
So you came to Vancouver and Cruel Elephant was happening.
Yeah.
Did you play the Cruel Elephant?
Biff was playing in Coca-Cola, and I was playing in the Cane Toads with Mike Davies, Brian Olenek, and a selection of drummers. And yeah, it was fascinating. Like, I mean, it was a good time for up and coming bands. Like, a lot of the bands that played at the Cruel Elephant have gone on to be like huge rock stars. So,
I mean, Hungry Eye, remember Hungry Eye?
Hungry Eye, man, Hungry Eye memory. I remember we played a benefit. It was for in Hell's Belly. It was a fanzine. Helen Sulaski's fanzine. And Annie Kidd, who used to play in Spank Machine, Betty Page's tribute band that we put together many years in '92. We did a Devo tribute band for this food benefit occasion, and we were called Wide Open Devo, and we did all of the fave Devo covers with it, and Mongoloid, all that cool stuff.
What about Club Soda or Starfish? Did you play any metal gigs at Club Soda at all? And what's the Club Soda?
Yes, we did. Well, we did actually a metal tribute. It was pretty...
What's that Club Soda?
It was actually at the Starfish. It wasn't Club Soda, but Club Soda, yeah, obviously, I miss those tacky airbrush paintings at the Club Soda.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Man, it was like Steven Tyler, Bon Jovi, all of the, probably a bit of the crew in there. I think it was a Mad Artist, the fellow that does the wallets at the Seafox now and Speaker City, all that stuff. But yeah, we did actually a heavy metal tribute band for Satan, a.k.a. Brian Salmi, and that was with Pete Bastard and Chuck Ladder of Ogre and Ham and Terry. Actually, it's been such a long time to think back on these memories, and Starfish, yeah, another club.
Another one closed, like the Cobalt, closed temporarily.
Temporarily, yeah, reopening on December 7th.
and check out the Balmoral. Meanwhile, you're still alive. So right now,
Is it time to rock?
it is, let me slide down that mic there in front of so we can mic them up there. And just want you over a tiny bit and tell the people what you're doing at Gerry-Jenn. I guess normally you're KB5 and here this is more of a solo type thing, right?
That's right. This is my first solo appearance on CITR 101.9 on the FM dial. This song is titled Surrey Girl, and I'm going to dedicate it to the Philipponi family. All right. Well, come on, baby. Let's have some fun. Straight to Surrey and I got a gun. Grab my hair, outside door, I got fingers in my jacket and I'm going high. She's a Surrey girl. Well, I listen to Scout Yachts and rocks if I can make my man up. I'm thinking my boss got a tattoo of the ace of spades and all. My boots gonna give me away. She's a Surrey girl. That she is. Her hair's good and her ass is large. Her jeans are so tight that she wants to bark. She got a bit on the fuzzy head. She's gonna take you on one scary ride. Look out! She's a Surrey girl. I watch Jerry Springer 8 days a week. I'm so sleazy. I scoop wine and I drink beer. When we're joking, I'm out of here. I listen to Scott Rogers with Fox and Baba Rick Romero. My brother got a tattoo of the ace of spades and my boots gonna give me a leg. Now I'm gonna worry. She told me she's from Surrey. I don't trust that Surrey girl.
I gotta ask you, Huey Lewis had that song years ago, like the Art of Rock and Roll, and they always used to like insert all just fun. Oh, is it really in the song? Tell me it's really in the song.
It's a Freudian slip. I just thought it would be the thing to do.
Oh, thank you so much for Gerry-Jenn. Welcome to KB5. So a little background. You moved to Vancouver with Beef Naked. Yeah, with King Toby there. But before that, I at first sort of used to Greg Johnson in Vancouver.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You left that job.
Yeah.
You're actually pictured on
I was the bass player that depicted as the keyboard player, organ player, Wurlitzer organ player of one of the worst singles. We actually did a show ages ago in Olympia, Washington. It was a regular week benefit that no one showed up to, and apparently I was banned from the town. I didn't realize that the night before this crazy show, The Worst Play in Olympia, Washington, the mayor died, and they had a big floral effigy. I guess they had the coffin on stage the night before. It was kind of morbid. It was a perfect gig for the cramps, and I ended up putting the floral effigy on my head, and I guess some of the people that were present thought it was very disrespectful. Had I have known it was a monument to their dead mayor, I probably would have left the plastic flowers alone.
So you play bass and not keyboards, then?
I was playing bass, and actually on guitar was Joel from the Rattled Roosters. I guess he's living in LA now, working at the Viper Room, Johnny Depp's club. So he's left Vancouver, and who else was there?
Well, Greg is still
Greg is the Fiends. He's still the Fiends, hey?
And yes, he is. I think he's still doing that stuff.
Here. And no, he's still whining. He's got that nasal garage rock voice.
Dirty Garage Rock.
Dirty Garage of the garage rock.
Yeah, we love that stuff. So there's a bit of garage rock in there with the words, a bit of King Toby. Muscle bitches.
Muscle bitches, yeah, that was...
Don't downplay your muscle bitches.
We can downplay the muscle bitches. There's nothing unnoticeable about that band. We were touring down to San Francisco on a regular basis. There was Sammy, who is just one of the most outrageous frontmen I've ever met in my life. From the Blue Chunks. And we were kind of doing the Ike and Tina duet thing with Cal Thompson on guitar, who designed all of the miniature guitars in the band.
And Cal's now in Solar, right?
Cal is now playing Thor with Annie Kidd.
They do some big tour across
That's true, they just got back from a tour across Canada, and apparently they survived, and I guess Steve Richards of the Sock McGee fanzine was managing Thor for a while, and prior to the Canadian tour, Steve Richards took them down to New York, where they played, I guess, at the legendary CBGB's punk rock venue, and Thor's making a big comeback. Actually, on Halloween, I had a Halloween party with Steve Richards, and we watched Thor's Rock and Roll Nightmare.
That's a great movie.
It was it was so great, so bad it was great.
I think that movie you get to see Thor's ass, don't you?
You get to see a lot of Thor's ass through the spandex, and a little bad hair, and he plays,
Have you seen it out in the shower, or is that Zombie Nightmare?
Yep, I think that was in Zombie Nightmare.
Because you get to see his ass.
Not many people realize that he was quite the buff B-movie film star back then.
And actually, there is a connection there. Peter actually went to school with Thor.
Yes, Peter has a yearbook photo of Thor, which I want to put in my fancy trash maven.
He brought it out here today, and I looked at it. It's amazing. There's a picture of Thor, captain of the rugby team, and Thor's the only guy with his shirt off, just going, ah! And it's like he likes eating girls.
That's kind of scary. Actually, Thor played the Cobalt with JP5, and I got to meet him. It was a really romantic first encounter in the basement of the Cobalt.
I saw that much of his stuff ripped off.
Yeah, he did. He lost his mask, and I think his shield of power, and maybe his hammer to boot.
I think it was a great kind of return to the stage for Thor.
Yeah, it was. It was great.
He hasn't played back for 20 years, and where does he pick up all of a sudden? The Cobalt!
This guy has punk rock ethics.
What's great is the Cobalt had their chug-a-lug beer thing before Thor came on, and the stage was covered in barf.
Yeah.
So Thor comes out first time in 20 years on stage, and he has to wade through like all this barf because no one's barf there. And then he picks up his hot water bottle to like blow it up to burst because he can do all his runs, and it's covered in barf. I think the whole crowd was going, ah! It was great. We did that contest.
Speaking of blowing chunks, I think he was blowing chunks that night.
It was amazing that chug-a-lug contest.
And bending the crowbar, I don't know how he does that. He has lots of tricks up his sleeve, and apparently this show with Gore at the Commodore was quite an event.
So, Gerry-Jenn, JP5, you got your beef naked, a bit of Greg Johnson feet, some pain-toting, some muscle bitching, then we had here a bit of Sons of Freedom.
Sons of Freedom.
And you ended up getting replaced by Lee Aaron. Good friend of Peter Lipsky. Weird here.
It was bizarre. Yeah, I guess the drummer from the Black Eyed Blue was the name of the band. That we were actually on our way to record in New Orleans. Yeah, it was on the big silver platter. Matt Wallace, who was the producer of Faith No More, he's a big rock and roll producer in the States. Yeah, it was all there, and then all of a sudden the drummer was, anyway, it's all over now. It's just a bad memory. And actually, Lee Aaron, a.k.a. Karen Aaron, and I have made up, we've buried the hatchet. We're good friends now.
The story's kind of interesting. Like, you were the singer in this band.
I was the singer, yeah.
Everything was all there happening.
It was all there.
Everything was all there. And it's like, okay, you're gone, we're putting you in the middle.
And then they became too precious, and it ended up being a big flop, and I think now Don Harrison, who is Tom Harrison's brother, who played guitar in the Sons of Freedom and Black Eyed Buddha and Too Precious, is now doing commercial jingles, and
They were cool. They did not get the respect they deserved, did they? Their album was so good.
it was great. They were the Sons of Boredom live, but it was a brilliantly recorded album. And
Gerry-Jenn, you have another song queued up for us.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Any questions? I mean, how much did you call earlier, Gerry-Jenn? Put on these headphones here just for a second. Let's see if we get ready to do a tune with this caller has anything to say to you. Hello, caller, are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Oh my goodness, is this Krusty?
Let's go ahead, caller.
Patrick Sampler.
Oh, okay.
The guy with New Wave before the New Wave revival happened.
Patrick, you're back in town. You're back in town.
I'm back in town, and did you know that there's a feature zone and a Thor connection?
Please go ahead. Oh yes, through direct action. If you could please elaborate on that.
On what?
No, go ahead if you could, please.
Well, this Boulevard seems to be started a Thor video also happens to star in the latest Nature Zone video.
To keep out of Vancouver, Canada. So we mentioned all these clubs have closed, but there are two things that still remain. The Pickups and Gerry-Jenn! You got it! Another two for us. This is solo Gerry-Jenn. It's not JP5. This is not Black Eyed Buddha. This is solo, right?
Yes, this is Mistress Gerry-Jenn coming at you, and I'm going to dedicate this to my number one fan, Fish and Jim. Let me tell you about the cat I know. I'm letting the cloud bring me low. He picked me up when he threw my car. Fish and Jim. Mentioned that Copyright wrote a song about him ages ago.
But also brand new band, The Gay. Oh! A brand new seventh out titled Fish and Jim.
Okay, that is incredible. You can almost have a Fish and Jim compilation out
there. Yeah, there's another song on the market about Fish and Jim. Who is Fish and Jim, people that don't know? Well, people should listen to the song.
His new favorite band is...
The Hives?
Not the Hives, the Nasty On from Vancouver. Apparently they do a slow cover, and of course he was like just crazy over slow, and that's how we ended up meeting, and he ended up coming to the JP5 shows, having him and Terry play bass and drums in JP5, and he is the best fan a band could ever ask for. He's a little scary after his 12th beer, but he always has about 24 high tests in his trunk.
YouTube's recorded.
Yeah, but he's just a plethora of amazing rock and roll information. We actually just went to see the play Tommy at North Vancouver. But it was put on by, I guess, Uncle Ray Productions. It was great. I couldn't believe it. Believe it or not, I led a sheltered life with Lulu. I'd never seen Tommy before. So after the play, we went back to his place, and I got to see the movie for the first time. And I would recommend it. I think it's playing for another week for anyone that's interested in Tommy.
Gerry-Jenn, are you playing anywhere soon? Are you doing any music soon? You got this video coming out. Maybe you want to tell me a bit more about that?
We'll be playing. I will be playing either myself or JP5, depending on the state of Lee's wrist, at the Sugar Refinery. It's December 23rd. It's a 6-hour JP5-a-thon from fabulous Vancouver filmmaker Peter Lipsky's. It's about 6 hours of JP5 footage. It's JP5 on the road, us going down to Austin, Texas with DOA, beaten down milk truck.
Yeah, what happened on that particular venture? I heard you ended up starving. What was that like?
It was literally a sudden death tour. I guess,
But the way Joey flows it, so you feel like that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to
it's punk rock, and you gotta pay your dues, and it's like, well, I guess it's like, paying your dues is one thing, but not feeding a band for 4 days is like complete insanity.
We had some fun.
We had too much fun,
When you weren't hungry.
We got really clever at gas stations with condiments and whatnot.
But did you think that you'd be starving?
Well, you can never regret anything, and no regrets. I actually, in Austin, Texas, the South by Southwest Festival, I recommend it for any young up-and-coming band because it's just amazing. There was 900 bands there over 3 days. I got to meet Parliament Funkadelic. And, I got to run into my old friend Greg Hatzing, who plays in Bad Religion. He used to play in the Circle Jerks. And
where'd you meet him?
He actually saw me on the poster, and I met him when I was 16. He fell in love with me when he was playing in the Circle Jerks, and I was living in Winnipeg. And so he came to support the band and let me know that he was starting a new record label. We're not talking about Epitaph, but I guess Greg Hatzing is doing a new label now, focusing on female performers. So I guess he had a bit of an ulterior motive, but it was good to see him. He's a great guy.
Any advice for people going on the road? Because if you know now what...
Bring a credit card and buy AAA.
All the different people that have been in the JB5. I know
There's about 35 people.
to name all of them at all.
It started off with Sid Savage of Death Sentence and Mike Jagga of the legendary Dayglow Abortions, and we all know Krusty the Soiler from Crevice, and Hammondary, I've already mentioned that from Slow, and gosh, there's Mike Davies from the Enigmas, and James Brander of the Fiends, and House of Commons, where do I...
Anybody else you can remember? I know it's really hard.
There's many more. There's the Doctor who plays in the Dinks. I guess they just broke up. I ran into you probably know the Doctor or the Dinks.
I know the Dinks. They're from Thunder Bay.
Yeah, they're from Thunder Bay. Who else? Jeez, I should have been more prepared here.
One day you'll be able to chronicle all this in flash, right?
Exactly. I have to do a whole anthology. On the next CD will be listed. I have a whole the members are listed on the first CD, Hot Box. And
I'll fanzine.
Yes.
Doing a fanzine?
Issue 4 should be out soon. It's called Trash Maven. And
it's got all the Betty Page dirt in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a tribute to pop culture.
When Betty Page says she's going to church, she's really in jail, right? That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, either that. I'm sure she's naked somewhere.
And you have a song to end the Nardwuar Human Service.
I certainly do. Okay, here we go. Let's see, which one shall I do? I'm going to dedicate this to the fancies, and especially Paul. It's called LSD, Lead Singer Disorder. Outside of society, with the body, walk on the wild side. I can't stop scared to meet the heart, with the bench on the rock, and the tree high. Never light a red, when I go away.
radio show, and Gerry-Jenn Wilson solo. Are those songs designed to be played solo, or else?
Not really. It's going to be for a whole band eventually. So if anyone's interested in playing guitar, bass, or drums, I'm looking for a band. At the moment, you can contact my manager, Pinto Lipskis, at 604-874-1486.
What about all those other people? What about some ex-band members that want to rejoin the
Yeah, it's possible.
There's enough of them out there.
There's enough of them, yeah, exactly. I'm looking for some new band members. When I have the, like, large, I'm going to end up in the Guinness Book of World Records for the band with the largest amount of ex-members.
I think it's great though, that every song you do, you always give props to the local scene, like that song, Windshield Wiper, you made Windshield Wiper.
Yeah.
You mentioned Slow and the Fish and Jim song, I don't know, because
It's important to recognize all the, the cool bands, because Vancouver is like just a breeding ground for excellent rock and roll.
even you mentioned House of Commons when you mentioned your band name.
Yeah.